Hi everyone, in this video I will be using the rest of this material to create a cute little dress to kind of go with the other dress. If you are new to my channel, hi and welcome. I am Celeste Orchid. I have been cosplaying since 2005, fashionista since birth, and I hope you subscribe to my channel to watch my creative crafting journey. Yeah! I realize that these glasses are not the cutest glasses in the world, so sue me. I am going to be working with my scrap materials to create a new dress for myself, and that way maybe you get inspired to make your own outfit. This is kind of inspired by the Bridgerton summer dress that I have here on my YouTube channel. If you haven't checked that out, it's a quick little video and I hope you're excited to see it. From there, I used that material on the table to make a little quick dress. And, you know, I totally want to have a Bridgerton dress myself, but it is hot as balls right now, so we're not going to do that. This is for a future product. That is for a future project too. Two future projects right here. Doo-doo! If you know what it is, let me know in a comment down below. Chances are it is not what you were thinking. So I'm going to be using that same pattern that I use all the time, and hopefully I'm going to turn it into my own pattern. That's right, I'm going to be using McCall's 5893. When you have a fabric pattern, when you have a pattern that you love and works great for you and you love using it, I will never stop using that pattern. I'm just going to cut out the top, make a nice rectangle out of the rest of this. Probably have to use the opposite side so it's not so shiny, so it's not so obnoxious. Actually, that looks really cute together. And this I'm going to have to cut in half to turn into a ruffle. And so I'm just going to fold that over and see how much I have. And we'll go from there. Like some of my other videos, I do use commercial patterns. There are tons of patterns out there, but if you are confused on what kind of pattern you should use for yourself, if this pattern is expired, leave a comment down below and I will try to find a pattern that is very similar to this one. Check it out. This entire fabric, well, it was like a tablecloth. It was only 20 crowns. It is amazing when you can use like things that are not meant to be used the way it is into something else. And this is a tablecloth that I used for my Arwen cosplay. And, you know, I think it's still got a lot of material left in it to make a secondary dress. So that's why we're using this one. I always make sure whenever I have my little scrappy bits, cut them up because we're going to be making plushies for my babies later. Just had the realization, what if I actually make the sleeves this fabric and then still have a ruffle? Wouldn't that be kind of cute? I think that would be cute to have like mismatching, just so I can try something new. So I have everything currently cut out. I have the two bodice pieces. I cut out the skirt, so I have the sleeve. The one thing that I might adjust is the ruffle here. I'm going to fold it in half and extend it so it's just a little bit more of a nice little gathered skirt at the bottom. I couldn't think of the word and I just go like this. But anyways, I'm going to start with the sleeves because that's easy to attach to the bodice after that is assembled. So here we go, unpinning, throwing the pins in, and bringing it to the sewing machine. Going ahead and assembling the sleeves. I pinned the corners and the center piece together, so I'm going to assemble it. I moved my needle all the way to the left. That way it does not go over the basting stitch of my sleeve cuff. I'm going to make sure I lock my stitches and then slowly progress. Once I get to the center here, I'm going to pleat it nicely like so. Just like that. It'll be really cute. I'm going to do a box pleat, by the way. Slowly working my way down. Okay. It just does not love me at the moment because it doesn't want to align with the fabric. Okay, there we go. This is what the sleeve looks like right now. I wanted to see what it looks like before I finish off the edges. And I think it looks really sweet. Super darling. yeah, I like how this looks. I have to make sure to press it. And yeah, let's go ahead and assemble the second one. Here's a little helpful, here is the helpful sewing tip. If you need pins while you're working on a project and you need to take off the pins on the other pattern, why don't you just use those pins? That way you don't have to reach for fresh pins. It kind of sounds silly when I say it out loud, but it makes sense because I still had to take the pins off this anyways. Yay! Quick sewing tip. If you don't have to, keep serging and then put your next piece in and then cut your serge. Ta-da! And cut the remaining piece of fabric here in half, and now it is going to be the dress ruffle. I put the edges, and I didn't put the edges, but I made the hem a double fold over hem with a straight stitch. Now I'm just going to ruffle it onto the skirt before I attach it to the bodice. Every once in a while, your needle will need to be changed. I'm looking at this one here, and it's actually broken at the tip, so it's causing my fabric to pucker. So remember, change your needles frequently. Broken needle, I get one of these old needle holders that I had that is empty, and I put them in. And I make sure to keep some of the broken ones in there, so I know that these are not new needles, but they're old needles. So I throw them away without hurting myself when throwing away my needles. Almost there. I think I made just the right amount. Hooray! Before I actually attach all of this together to the bodice, I'm going to take, this magenta ribbon and sew it on top here. I think that's going to look really nice. Originally, I was thinking this darker burgundy color, but I think this one matches the florals a lot better. I've slightly placed my needle to be on top of both the seam and just keep it here as close as I can. And now I'm just going to go sew quickly down as fast as possible because my baby is crying. Life of a mommy content sewing creator. We finished working the base of my skirt, but one of the biggest problems that I'm running into is the length of the skirt. It's actually hitting me at a spot that's not very flattering. It makes me look a little dowdy. So I'm going to actually move my dress forms. I can show you. So my skirt will hit really low, and I think that doesn't look really great on me, so I'm going to heighten it just a tiny bit. So that tiny bit is about 4 inches. So what I have to do is cut off 4 inches from the top, and then I can attach it to my bodice. Woohoo! I always get scared using my circular cutter because I'm holding down my quilter's ruler, and I'm going like this, and I'm going fast, and then I'm like, oh, what if it cuts my thumb? Yeah, you ever get that feeling? Ooh, ooh. Guys, one big mistake was that I should have kept this part open, and then I should have just cut the back open. So I'm going to go ahead and unpick some of this seam with my trusty seam ripper, and that way I get the seam undone. So it's easier for me to find the points and get it all sewn together. And for the waistband, like this is an Empire style dress, I do think I'm going to use this ribbon and tie it in kind of with the bottom. And then on the sleeves, I do want to add a little bit of ribbon accent, like little bows. I think that would be so sweet. Just adding a little bit of finesse and flair. I do regret not adding the ribbon earlier to the sleeve cuff, but you know, it's alright. I think it'll look good anyways. So this one's already almost done. Look at this guy. Look at this little guy. He likes it. Alrighty, so I've already pleated my skirt, and I'm slowly going to sew and take out my pins so that I don't break my newly installed needle. The one thing I hate about this fabric is that it's fraying so hard. Like, look at all these little spinies coming out. That's so annoying. Not my favorite thing when working with woven fabrics. So, well, you know, it's just gonna happen. Put this in place and keep going. This has been a small little weird journey. I know this video might not be the normal thing, or maybe it is, but I do like this dress. I sewed it in a zipper and my zipper was actually too short, and so I just used a ribbon to tie off the back. I finished off the neckline with some bias tape that was also burgundy, and it looks so cute. I love this dress. It doesn't fit me perfectly. You could see that I can't tie the ribbon in the back myself, so I'll need someone else to help dress me in true Bridgerton style. I do love these colors. It really reminds me of like a strawberry shortcake kind of color scheme with the cream, the burgundy, I guess it's not burgundy, but like a magenta burgundy, and the flower accents. I hope you enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to hit that like button, subscribe if you're new to my channel, or if you haven't hit that button already. I really appreciate it. It helps my channel, and you know, I hope you stay inspired and be creative, and I will see you in a future video. By the way, isn't this cute? I really think this dress is so cute, so hopefully you get inspired to make something too.